Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it. And if you've been watching all the other videos and you haven't subscribed yet, you go to hell, alright? You go there and you have fun. I'm just kidding. I am messing with you. You don't have to do it. It's not required. You're supporting me in other ways by watching these videos and I really appreciate that. Thank you. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this. When it comes to Honda and lease, usually when you lease a vehicle, you can turn it in pretty much anywhere. You can actually sell it to third-party companies if you choose to, because majority of the time those companies will give you a better offer for your lease, so you end up making money on your lease instead of just turning it into Honda and all you gotten is the pure enjoyment of driving your vehicle for that said 2-3 years, however long your lease is. So anyway, let's go ahead and cover this article real quick. Well, we'll try to be quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are in CNET. The title of this article is Honda's the latest to refuse lease buyout to rivals following GM's lead. Want to sell your Honda lease to Carvana, Vroom, CarMax, or any other rival dealer? Tough luck. Tough luck. So, the days of turning in your leased Honda Acura to a rival dealership or third-party companies are over. Honda on Thursday announced that it will no longer work with rivals when it comes to returning or buying out leased vehicles. All Honda and Acura vehicles must return to proper Honda or Acura dealership. This move leaves Carvana, Vroom, CarMax, and rival brands off the tables. So, hypothetically speaking here, so you leased the brand new Honda Civic, the 2022, hypothetically, we're speaking here. You bought it for, 26,000, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of your 3-year lease, depending on how many miles you have on the vehicle, let's just say that you didn't drive the car as much as you would like. So you put, 20,000 miles on it or less, and the lease is over, right? And the vehicle is going to be worth about 16,000 or 18,000 or whatever, 14,000, whatever. That's going to be your lease buyout at the end of the lease or when it ends. So 14,000, right? That's how much the negotiation or whatever your negotiation was with your lease and all that stuff. So you have 14,000 is how much you're going to be paying at the end of the lease when you decide when it's over and you have the option that you can buy or whatever. So you look at the market research, you do your research, you went to KVB, you went to Edmunds, you went to different places to see how much that car is worth. So if hypothetically speaking, that vehicle is worth about 20 grand or whatever, or 22, after 3 years of use with like 20,000 miles, which that ain't shit, and you decide that you want to sell it to somewhere else, well, you can't. But what you can do is, here's another option. You can actually purchase that vehicle and then you can sell it right after to whoever you want. But the only downside to that, then you have to pay the taxes again, and then you have to pay the stupid, pretty much everything. You have to pay everything all over. You have to pay your taxes. You have to pay, I'm not sure if you have to pay your registration if it's due at that time. And then, of course, you have to pay your finance, your APR or whatever the percentage is, depending on your credit for a used vehicle. So it turns out not being profitable for you at the end of the day. So I don't know. That's an option too. So hypothetically speaking, it's going to cost me another 2 grand with financing and everything, and the car will be at about 16,000, 17,000. And then the car is still worth about 2022. Yeah, I think I can be able to do that. I think I can take that 3,000 loss or whatever it is and then still make about 3 to 4 grand roughly from just buying it and then selling it back to Carvana or CarMax or whatever. Since after you buy the lease out, then it's your vehicle and you can do whatever the F you want to do with your own damn car. There, that's all I had to say. Let's go back to the article. Honda's move comes amid the global semiconductor chip shortages. So, of course, because of of the shortages, they want to make sure that they have enough pre-owned vehicles to fill up their lots so they can sell to other people for ridiculous price, because the used car market is pretty insane right now. And the automaker's vice president of America Honda Finance Corporation said in a statement, "Our goal is to make sure our dealerships have access to quality pre-owned Honda Acura vehicles to satisfy the needs of new and returning customers. Essentially, Honda wants first dibs on off-lease vehicles since inventory for new and used cars remains tight." This move also comes as used car prices skyrocket, which is fucking insane, because my Type R has 27,000 miles on it right now, and the KBB for it is around 34,000, and I paid 46, and that was like, what, in 2017? So it's about 4 years old, and it's worth about that much. So it's insane right now. It's insane. For vehicles, as pandemic restrictions continue to ease across the U.S., numerous lessees turn to third parties like Carvana and others to make a quick buck on vehicles worth more than their agreed-upon lease buyout prices. Honda policy puts an end to that as well. To be clear, Honda and Acura lessees are free to pull the lever and buy out their lease with either brand at any time, but a rival brand or company is no longer permitted. Honda is the latest to invoke this kind of policy, following General Motors and GM financially as of July 1st. The U.S. automaker's finance arm also won't work with rivals when it comes to lease returns and buyouts. Like GM, Honda said it will reevaluate the policy next year. So if you're one of those companies, like let's just say you are Vroom, or you are CarMax, or you are Carvana, here's a way that you can actually go around this little problem that you're having, right? I don't know. That would be a gamble too. I was thinking that they can just pay that person, like let's just say I have a lease and Honda has this program. In effect, what they can do is they can give me the money, and then I can pay off that vehicle. I can pay it off, and then just give them the vehicle. Like they write you a check, right? And then you give them their vehicle. They have all the files and stuff like that, and everything is already there. Like they have everything, right? And then they would cut you a check, and then you would give them whatever they need, and then you would pay off the vehicle, and that'll be that. Everybody wins. Honda takes the big middle finger because they don't want you to make money, and everybody gets to win. Carvana gets their car, CarMax, whatever you decide to go to, they get their car. I don't know, just a thought. Anyway, let me know what you think of this video. Go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much for supporting me. Have a good one.